Good Monday morning, everyone. I'm Nate with Faster Hot Water. Today I got my buddy Nate, who is a general contractor. We're going to talk a bit about why it's important to know where your water shutoffs are and which ones you need to do in case of an emergency. So why is it important to know where your shutoffs are, Nate?
You know, at the end of the day, you need to be able to protect your investments, and just minimize as much property damage as possible. And at the end of the day, you're going to save yourself as much headache as possible when it comes to insurance claims and just a rebuild process.
You want to cruise inside and you can show us where some of the shutoffs might be located?
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Okay, so our first line of defense in a flood situation is our angle stops, which are located underneath any sink or right next to any supply line, okay? So things to know is, here's a supply line. This right here is either a quarter turn or a multi-turn angle stop. So if you have any leak from the supply line up to your sink, then this is where you need to go. Moving into the bathroom, where your toilet would be, you have an angle stop right next to it. So if you ever have water constantly running out of your toilet, immediately shut this angle stop off. In this house, we have our water shutoff that is located in the garage. If you look here, you'll notice that there's actually no handle. So what could have potentially happened is it could have seized and snapped off, or corrosion could have happened on the handle itself. That's a simple fix that can happen. You just unscrew this and replace the handle. But that also, it raises the question of what happened in the first place as to if this is seized. So maybe you need to replace the ball valve, things like that. These are things that you as a homeowner should also be aware of, and taking a look at if there's any corrosion, anything like that. So just take a look at your house and where your shutoffs are. That way you can just protect yourself and do preventative maintenance. Okay, moving to outside, this is your last line of defense as a homeowner that you absolutely need to know. You're gonna need a tool to open this, but this is the city water shutoff. So if you're absolutely uncertain of where anything is, find this plate right here, take some tools, lift this panel up, and we'll be able to shut the valve off right inside here. Okay, now that we've gotten this cover taken off, one thing we can notice is this water meter for the city is actually moving right now. So in the case of an emergency, we're gonna shut this off just like that. As soon as you see that stop moving, you know you've done the right thing.
These are good and effective ways to prevent or minimize property damage in the event of an emergency. Thank you so much, Nate from Cerebral Construction. Really appreciate you coming out and helping us out with today's video.
Of course.
If you have any questions on how to save more water, you can always look at fasterhotwater.com, where we have systems for dead end plumbing, return line systems, and even manifold systems. If you have questions on those products, please give me a call. All of my contact info is on fasterhotwater.com's contact page. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Nate with Faster Hot Water.